What's going on, people? It's Greg with another Excel VBA tutorial video. Today we'll be going over how to automatically delete any sheets in a workbook that contain a certain value. So let's get into it. Alright, so I had a subscriber reach out, shout out to you, and they said, I have an Excel file with multiple sheets, like 100 plus sheets, and I want to look for a value in each of those sheets, and once that value is identified, is there a way to delete that sheet or sheets altogether? And then they further clarified and said, so for example, in every sheet, if cell A1 has a string turtle soup, then that entire sheet should be deleted, and it loops through all the sheets looking for turtle soup in cell A1 and deletes any sheets containing that value. Alright, so thanks again for that. Let's go ahead and crank this out. So we'll go ahead and drop turtle soup in cell A1 on a few of these tabs. So you've got it there on sheet 1. And then we'll go ahead and do it on sheet 3 and then sheet 5. And then let's get into our macro. Let's call this sub delete sheets containing value. And then we'll declare our variables. We've got I as an integer, tab count as an integer, my string as a string, and then tab count is going to be equal to sheets count. And what sheets count does is it gives you the number of sheets in your workbook. So at this point, if you see here on the left, there's 12 sheets, so tab count will be 12 at this point. And then we'll set I equal to 1, and then now we'll go ahead and create our do while loop. So do while I is less than and equal to tab count, and then we'll close the loop. And then inside of the loop, we're going to say my string, we're going to set that equal to sheets I, so from sheets 1 to 12 with I as our variable. And then we're looking for cell A1, which is 1 1. If we're looking for B2, for example, this be 2 2. If we were looking for C1, it'd be 1 3, but A1 is going to be 1 1 in this case. So now we set my string equal to any given sheet, and then A1 of that sheet. And then if we're going to use InStr, and what this does is it returns the index of a particular string. So what we're going to do is look for our string turtle soup in cell A1 of any given sheet, and we said it returns the index, right? So as long as the index is greater than 0, that means that it exists in that cell. And because of that, we can also include more characters in this string. So we could throw some letters beforehand, it'll still catch it. We can throw some exclamation points in the end, it'll still find it, and it'll delete the entire sheet. So well, it won't do that here, but we'll get to that. So once it hits this if statement and this condition is true, then we'll delete the sheet. However, an issue we'll come across is potentially deleting all the sheets, which will lead to an error. So in order to prevent that, we'll also use some Boolean algebra here, and we'll throw an and. The tab count has to be greater than 1. So as long as the tab count here is greater than 1, so we have 2 or more sheets, we can run this if statement. Otherwise, we don't want to run it because we don't want to risk deleting every single sheet and not having a workbook. So we do that. And then another precaution we have to take is we need to re-evaluate the tab count, because as sheets get deleted, the tab count changes. So we have to get our sheets count again each time we hit this if statement. And then another issue we have to prevent is getting caught in the loop. So we have to make sure we iterate our I. So I equals I plus 1. And then the last thing is we want to prevent Excel from throwing a pop-up at us. So when we delete the sheet, it'll pop up and ask us beforehand. I'll just go ahead and run the macro so you can see what I'm talking about. So you see how it pops up? Microsoft Excel will permanently delete the sheet. Do you want to continue? Delete, delete, delete. You notice there are 3 deletes. We added turtle soup 3 times. In order to prevent that, the macro works. So in order to prevent that, let's go ahead and do Application.DisplayAlerts. We're going to set that equal to false here. And then we're going to take this and then set it equal to true. Okay, so let's add some more turtle soup. This time let's pick another cell. Let's go with G3. So turtle soup, and then G3 is going to be down 3 over 7. So we'll change this to 3 and 7, and we'll delete. So 3, 7 is going to be here. Turtle soup, and remember we can have whatever characters in there. Turtle soup. Let's go all the way to the end. Turtle soup. Alright, let's run it again. And this time it's clean. You see that? All those sheets are gone now, but you didn't get any pop-ups. So we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets left. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.